Welcome to the Black Business Spotlight. This is the After Hour TV. Brought to you by DDE. Let's go.
My name is George, owner of Precision Firearm and Safety. Shout out to the After Hour TV. This is the Black Business Spotlight. What made me start my business was being inspired to bring the education back to my community in regards to gun education and gun safety. Black Business Spotlight is important for us Black owners because you guys are gonna not only give us that marketing and advertising in a way, but also that back-end that we need, because a lot of us just don't have the word of mouth pushing our names or pushing our brand, bringing our names to the light and bringing our names out to the community and to the world. And I think that the Black Business Spotlight is gonna help do that tremendously. I've been in business for exactly 1 year. Being a Black male, it was embedded in me at an early age that, you know, my white counterparts were gonna have things a lot easier than I did, so I had to go twice as hard. And so as an adult, I feel like I just put that into my business. And so understanding that I needed resources and networking and having the right individuals around me kind of made this possible. This isn't the first business, this isn't the first venture. I've been doing a lot of different things since my early 20s. I think my infatuation with guns obviously, you know, started from me living in a community where the environment was, you know, gang violence and things of that nature. And so I kind of picked that up from that area and I turned it into a positive, because although, you know, it was a negative thing that was happening with the people that I was surrounding myself with. And so I kind of did that with everything that I was doing, and guns just happened to be one of those things that always kind of stuck with me. And so I, you know, like I said, I turned a negative into a positive, and I figured out a way to turn it into something that not only could enlighten everybody else around me, but could, you know, bring me a business as well. What was most difficult for me to overcome was for me to get my community to see. So I had my license, my gun license, 11 years now, and I actually became an instructor 2 years ago and a range safety officer a year ago. I'm actually going into teaching how to get non-resident licenses in other states as well. In order for me to become an instructor, I actually had to take a test. First I had to take a course, which was a weekend long, and it ended with me passing an actual shooting test that granted me a certificate with a score that was above civilian, above local police, in order for me to be an instructor. And also the same thing for my range safety officer certificate. I also had to do more training. The impact that I want to make is making sure that people that look like you and I, brown and Black people, are educated on gun safety and are actually thinking about changing their mindset around how they think about guns, and also the culture behind how they think that we should operate with guns as far as shooting them and using them for competitions and sports, and not just protection of self and family. With everything that's happening in the world, people are becoming a little bit more scared, and they instead of being proactive, everyone's being a little bit reactive now, and we're starting to wake up. But even with that, you know, a lot of people that look like you and I, they don't have the resource and they don't have the education and the understanding behind what it means to actually own a firearm and need a firearm in times like this. When the pandemic struck, we were still allowed as instructors to teach classes online, although I opted out. I think that this is more of a thing that needs to be done hands-on. I don't know if COVID really slowed me down as much as far as teaching, but as far as the gun range goes, we weren't allowed to have people in there, so I wasn't able to teach a hands-on shooting course. But as far as the classroom setting goes, it didn't really slow me down too much. if I could give advice to my younger self, I would tell myself that the path is not going to be easy. The journey is going to be long. In order to make it an easier path and not so much of a struggle, the decision making is going to have to be immaculate. Keep striving. You are definitely going to get there, but it's on you how long it's going to take you to actually get to that place. Someone that I would like to bring into the business and train obviously have to be my 13-year-old son. Reason being is that I would want to pass down all the knowledge and all the training that I received over the years, just have it trickle down over generations. And whether he chose to pick it up or not, the option is always going to be there. My students are predominantly African American women, and when they leave my class, I want them to be inspired to see a black brother who is teaching gun courses, and I also want them to feel like they have in me a big brother, somebody that they can always come back to and talk to and get knowledge, because a lot of times people who don't look like me are not so friendly and not so willing to give them information and give them the education. So I just want them to always feel like they can always come back to me, call me anytime. I help people with the purchase of their first gun. So I hold your hand throughout the entire process. So I want everyone to feel like they always have somebody who's going to walk them through the entire process from A to Z. This is not just a one-stop shop. When you sign up to take my class, of course you will get a certificate, but even furthermore, I will bring you to the range. I am a precision shooter. You will learn how to shoot. I'll also hold your hand throughout the process of making your first purchase, all the way to allowing you to even come back anytime you want to sit in on the class if you need to refresh. And you'll always have access to me, whether it be via email, text, or phone call, if you ever have any questions in regards to whether it be business, how to run a business, or anything pertaining to guns and safety and education, things like that. Predominantly upon my community and bringing the education to people who look like you and I, black and brown people, so that they know how to use guns, so that I can be a resource to them and give them knowledge that they do not have as it pertains to how to go about getting a license, how to actually shoot a gun, and things of that nature. Not only do I teach education on gun safety, but I'm also involved in other businesses as well. I have a music studio. It's called Good Music Studios. I just finished doing the renovations. It's up and running. It's ready for booking. I'm also into real estate. I've been a real estate agent for at least 7-8 years now. I'm into real estate investing. There's no business venture that's too small for me. On my clothing, you can see there's my line here. I've branded myself. I'm doing my own clothing line now. Welcome guys, about to go down to my studio, Good Music Studios. Follow me as we go into the lounge.
It's behind the scenes, man. Exclusive.
The lounge area here. Chill out, kick it, watch the TV.
We got the greats, man. We got the greats, man. Got the greats, man. Still vibes in here. Still vibes in here. A lot of space. A lot of space. I got him. Oh no, man. This is where they record right here. Okay. Check that out. Yo. Yeah. You already know, man. You gotta get with it, man. Tap in with it, man. This is Good Music Studio, man. You already know we here. You get the exclusive when you rock with us, man. You get the exclusive, man. So as we close this thing out, you got anything that you want to say to your people, man? Any last words you got to say? Took us on a tour. We got to know you a little bit better. Learn about just everything that you're doing. So any last words you got for the people? I mean, as we close out this Black Business Spotlight episode.
In closing, I just want to say, man, keep grinding. Anything is possible. No matter how you look, brown, black, whatever your background is, nationality, poor, wherever you come from, just keep your head on straight, go hard, and you can be right where I'm at.
Another dope episode, man. It's your boy Rob Lou, man. It's the Black Business Spotlight. Shout out to the After Hour TV. We here, man. We get you all the exclusives. We had another dope episode. We learned a lot, man. My man George, man, took us into starting everything that he developed and how it blossomed. And it's dope to kind of see those stories unfold. We're at the Precision and Firearms Safety classroom right now, man. We're in the classroom right now. He took us down to the studio as well that he has. So, man, tap in with him, man. Book your classes, book your studio sessions. Just tap in with him, man. So we got another dope episode. And look, you never know what we're going to be next. That's the dope thing about it, man. So stay tuned, locked in. Make sure you subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Keep us locked in. Follow us on Instagram at theafterhour.tv. It's your boy Rob Lou. There's no more I'm going to say. I just want you to tap in and listen up. We here. You already know what it is.